is perhaps most famous for its description of the Chagim, of all of our holidays. We read about Pesach, Shavuot, Sukkot, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur. And right as we're in the middle of all of these holidays, right after we read about Shavuot, literally in the middle of this narrative, we see a curious pasuk, a curious verse, which says, when you reap the harvest of your land, you should not reap all the way to the edges of your field. You should not gather all the gleanings of your harvest. And many commentaries wonder, what is this pasuk? What is this verse doing here? We actually already learned about this special mitzvah, the mitzvah of peah and leket, the mitzvah of leaving some of our harvest for those who are poor and needy and less fortunate than us. We learned about it in chapter 19 in Parak Yod Tet in Parshat Kedoshim. So many mefarshim, many commentaries wonder what it's doing right here, right after the description of Shavuot. Now, the Bechor Shor notes that this time of year, right after Shavuot, was actually the ikar, the main part of the harvest. And it was really one of the most important parts of the season. And it was at this time of year that farmers were working their hardest, reaping the rewards from the hard work of all of their planting that they had done in the previous months. And with this in mind, I think we can better understand this seemingly odd placement of this pasuk. As we are in the middle of a long narrative all about how we are to observe these chagim, these holidays, one may begin to grow too comfortable with all of the bounty and all the blessings we've been giving. That is to say, you may come to feel that everything that you've been blessed with is yours. These holidays are yours, and this is your time. These are your mo'adim that you are supposed to enjoy. And while this might be true, it's really precisely at this moment that we need to be reminded of the great importance of being aware of those who are less fortunate, those who are needy, and our obligation towards them. Some may have a tendency to become very self-centered in all of their preparations for the holidays. This is perfectly normal. And here, the Torah reminds us to look beyond ourselves, even in, and maybe perhaps especially in, these moments of communal celebration. This work is holy work, and in many ways, it's just as important as the holiday itself. The Chatam Sofer suggests that since Shavuot does not have any Chol HaMoed period like Pesach and Sukkot do, one might come to think that it is somehow a deficient holiday. The pasuk right here, reminding us of the mitzvah of giving to those who are poor, placed right after Shavuot, reminds us that these days after Shavuot are kadosh kemoadim, are just as holy as the holiday itself. As we continue on during this period of year with the counting of the Omer, reaping our harvest, collecting our blessings, realizing all the things that we have been given by God for which we are thankful. And as we prepare for Shavuot communally, let's all try to pause and remember those around us who are in need. Shabbat Shalom.